Welcome everyone! Today we're making a tailcoat. First, I'm making a little mock-up to give myself a good idea of what I'm going to end up making. Wonderful. Well, let's get on the fabric. This is an old curtain, as you can see, and I am simply just seam ripping the edge off it because it's frilly and not what I'm looking for. This next part is going to have a lot of measurements involved, both the shoulder, the bust, the waist, and how long it is, so go carefully if you're following along. Just did a bad thing. I regret the thing I did. Bet you're wondering what it is. I'll tell you what I did. Did a bad thing. I just made two lefts when I need a left and a right. I simply solved this by making two of everything, the back and the sides. Isn't it a cute little triangle? Anyway, moving on to side panels, these are going to be the flowy bits. They're going to be one piece from the armpits to bottoms, I guess. Did I just add more to a project that was already going to take a long time? Yes! Yes, I did. Do I care? Not really. And voila, the cape is almost done. Now, you might be asking what I actually did to make it, and I honestly can say that I have no idea. So, if you're trying to follow along, good luck! And we are finally starting on an actual piece of the project. I'm sewing both halves of each of the pieces together, so I'll end up with 3 pieces, a back and 2 sides. Plus the underarm bits, but those are only single pieces, they're not double-sided. And we're back to the cloak. And yep, we're making a hood for it. And this is based off the first cloak that I made, where the hood is pieced together, which I will definitely have to do this time because the pieces are so small and jagged that it was very, very hard to find all the pieces to make this. One eternity later, and it's done. The hood is all put together, just the way it should be, but it isn't quite attached to the cloak yet, which is fine for now. This was the first time I was trying on my outfit, and I was thoroughly shocked. The sides were a little loose, so I took them in later, but I forgot to record it, so pardon my absence. After spending half your life pinning and top stitching everything on the sides, you will eventually lose half your life and continue on to the shoulder seams, which you are going to not sew by machine, but hand sew because you like torture. But in reality, it's because you don't want top stitching seams. Moving on to the bloody buttons. I hate these things and you'll soon know why. I planned out about 13 of these. I only needed 10, so I'm very salty about that. You're going to make 13 circles of death, and then you're going to hand sew around the entirety of the outside of them, and then clump it together. Make sure the bugger's flat before doing the exact same thing again. Now you're going to not record the part where you make it into a little ball. So all those little loopy-doops, you're gonna put the needle in through one of each of those and make it into an even smaller ball. It's gonna look like a star shape, but do it and make it look good. And make sure these things have a very long tail. Trust me, you'll need it. Here's a finished product of one. And now you're going to die because that took 1 hour and you have 13 more to go. And once more, because you hate yourself, you're going to top stitch everything by hand, so you'll hopefully get some semblance of an invisible top stitch. Thank you, Brenda Banner. I mean, it was worth it, but at what cost? For the buttons, make sure you pierce the spot where you marked directly. Make sure the button has a very little bit of tail. Hold on. There we go. Make sure the button has a little bit of tail that you can tie knots up the entire thing. See? It's gonna take about 10 to 25 knots. It's gonna be tedious. You're gonna hate yourself. Do it anyway. Here's what it should look like after you already have the buttonholes in place. I forgot to film that. Here's the finished product. Enjoy. Bye.
All I'm asking you to do is just tilt your head a little. You could do that, can't you? Come on. More. More.
This is stupid.
No, come on. Work with me on this, please. You're almost there.
Oh, boy.
Okay, try it the other way. There you go. Tilt up. Down. Now a little smile. Lose the smile. Drop your left ear. Your other left. Okay, the other way was better. Now drop them both. Hold it. Right there. And ever so slightly look up.